And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's another exciting episode of Pops in the Jungle. Hi, everybody, it's Pops. Hey, so it's a beautiful Thursday night here in beautiful Providence Village, Texas. Providence Village, for those of you that don't know, we're about, I think we're about 18, 19 miles northwest of Dallas, one of the suburbs out here. It's an up and coming area. So hey, we got a Walmart, we got ourselves a Costco now, we got an HEB and a Kroger right across the street from each other down the road. So we got a little bit of everything going on here. We're a real town. Yep, Providence Village was a neighborhood and kind of a Cape Cod-y looking type style area. But we became really big. So we've actually got our own police department. 4, not 2, not 1, not 5, but 4 police cars now. So we have them patrolling the area and looking pretty. But anyway, in the news today, looks like the Middle East is ramping up. We're at 30 seconds to midnight right now. So we're getting closer to midnight. Midnight is when everything's going to happen. Iran is still poo-pooing all the offers and all the requests to stop making the nukes. And I think there's going to be one more conversation on Sunday. And if that doesn't happen, I think Israel's ready to go in within 72 hours and do what they have to do. They may not be able to do the same amount of damage as America, but they ought to be able to set the program back around 10 years. So that'll be good for them. But it's going to be pretty messy. Don't know what America's role is going to be in this yet, but I'm sure we're not going to let them get by unscathed as well. We do have the bunker busters and some of the things that the Israelis don't have. So we could do more deep-rooted damage than they can into the facilities themselves as they're really hunkered down in there. And also with these other countries starting to pull their people out, I mean, they wouldn't go to the time and expense of that if there wasn't some major concern of something really taking place. So who knows what's going to be, next week at this time. We may be in a major conflict out there. Don't know. Hopefully it won't happen, but you never. Look at that dog. Jeez, what a vicious animal. That's Paisley the Wonder Dog, for those of you that don't know. She's my little English Staffordshire Bull Terrier, sweetest dog I ever had. But anyway, we're just not going to let them have a nuke. I know Israel is not going to let them have a nuke. A country that keeps saying death to America, death to Israel. And it's going to ease tensions across the area. Saudi Arabia doesn't want it. Some of these other countries, they don't want these crazies to have a nuke either. So we got to take care of business. And also taking care of business, we're still having these peaceful protests. I call them riots out here in around the United States now this week, and they're supposed to be all over the place. Yeah, even here in Texas, I'll tell you, in Texas, you guys better. We love that you guys have. You can exercise your First Amendment rights, and don't go crazy out here, because they're not going to take it. The governor's not going to take it. You put your finger on a federal officer, that's a felony. If you're a convicted felon, good luck getting a decent job. Good luck trying to get a loan. You won't be able to get a handgun license, even though we really don't need them out here. You do if you go into stores and stuff like that. If you go into stores, they always have a sign, unlicensed carriers, no unlicensed carriers allowed in there, but carriers, licensed carriers. And they're not called concealed carry licenses anymore. They're now called license to carry. Because we don't have to conceal anymore in Texas. Nobody actually walks around with guns hanging out. I've seen a couple Nimrods doing that, but you can actually not have a license and you can open carry. It's called a constitutional carry, which we can do out here now. And so we got that going on this week, so we'll see what happens with that. I can't believe why the people are so for these rapists, murderers, and child abusers. That's all they went in to get in California. They targeted certain people that they needed to get out of the country. We voted them to get out of the country. It wasn't to take little kids and break up families or anything else like that. Sure, there may be some collateral damage. There always is. But, either way, you came into the country illegally. Meanwhile, all these other immigrants, including my family from way back when they had to stay on Ellis Island for months at a time before they could come in, came in the right way. So we're all for legal immigration, just not this illegal cut in line in front of all the people that are trying hard to do it the right way. So, if that makes us bad people, then so be it. But anyway, I hope you guys all stay safe this weekend, and we'll see what next week becomes. All right. So this is Pops Thompson. Remember, coolest pops. And here's the popsicle right here. So I'm too chilly because I'm a popsicle. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.